I think we might have some more folks coming. Here we go. Let's see. Okay. Well, Barbara, are we expecting anybody else right now? Yeah, we'll go ahead and get started. Well, welcome everyone. Thank you all for coming. It's a real pleasure to be able to stand here in this beautiful new hospital. You guys get to work here, don't you? Wow. Have you gotten used to it? Can you find all your way around? Do you know where the pizza oven is? Huh? You know where the pizza oven is? I'm sure you found that. Okay. Let me see. Do you know where physical therapy is? Up on the main floor? No. We had an incident where a patient ran into a problem and no one could find where physical therapy was. So you better find out where that is in case they call an adult critical care nurse down to help in the physical therapy area. Well, this is, so what do you think of the hospital? Huh? You know, during Tim and I and Barb Bortner and Dr. Dorsey, we took the editorial board members from the Rockford paper on a tour, and I think what we were all remarking on was how busy. We know that there's a lot of patients, the parking lot's full, there's a lot of patients in the beds, but it seems so quiet everywhere you go, which is very unusual for a hospital. I think a lot of that's in the architectural design, but it gives a real sense of peace and serenity to it. Well, that's fantastic, and I just can't thank you all enough for all being here. And I don't know if many of you realize that I was sharing with the editorial board that our headquarters, Mercyhealth moved its headquarters here 4 years ago, and to Rockford. We're located on, I always like to be in buildings where there's patients instead of a general office building, but we certainly didn't want to take up valuable hospital space. And so, because those administrators, they can work anywhere. So the headquarters for administration and the corporate offices are actually on the top floor of the Prairieville medical office building on Prairieville. But it's nice. It's kind of centrally located to the whole region. And I think people can get from whether they're coming from McHenry County or Walworth or up in southern Wisconsin or over at Rockton Avenue. It's a good meeting place. Have any of you, do you know the story of this? Do all of you know this? Huh? Anybody not know this story?
I don't know it.
You don't know it? Okay. I'm not surprised, Barb. So this is one of my favorite pieces of artwork in the facility, and it's really to depict when I grew up, many of the trees are gone, but Rockford was always known as the forest city, and that's because, anybody old enough to remember referred to as the forest city? And so there are so many trees. The elm disease took a lot of them out, but there's still, when you look from a helicopter, a lot of trees in the Rockford area. And then we've got the Rock River that snakes up through, and the purple flowers behind me represent our Rockton campus and our Riverside campus. And I was just thinking, do you think we should maybe put another little bouquet of purple flowers for where the corporate office is? Should we do that, you think? Yeah, okay. But we really are here to honor all of you. That's why we're here. And I think it's remarkable. We have 52 adult critical care nurses. Now, I hope not all of you are here, because some of you got to be taking care of the patients, right? Okay, and what I understand is that for the second year in a row, which is quite an accomplishment, you're receiving the Silver Level Beacon Award for Excellence from the American Critical Care Nurses Association. And what's remarkable is of all the hospitals in the state of Illinois, there's only 23 that have received this award, 23 critical care teams, and you're the only one in the Rockford region to receive it. So you must have something going on. Can you tell my administrative team what you're doing as a team to be able to receive this high-level award? Because I think we need to exemplify what you're doing. What do you think makes for a good team that gets you guys to be recognized like this, besides your smiley faces? Yeah, you work as a family. That's right. Good communication, I hope, right? Yeah? Communication as a team. You guys obviously all enjoy working with each other, pitching in helping each other out, supporting each other as family members. I like that. That's actually one of our core values, is to support each other as family members. Because when we're on the front line serving patients and family members, that's exactly what we are, but we still need to be supported ourselves, and so when you support each other, you can better support and serve the patients and the family members. So that's great. Well, let me read to you what the American Association of Critical Care Nurses have stated. They said the Beacon recipients, these people here, have set the standard for excellence in patient care in several categories, including leadership structures and systems, appropriate staffing and staff engagement, and effective communication, knowledge management and learning development, evidence-based practice and processes, and exemplary outcome measurements. A lot of tough standards. You guys didn't know you were doing all that, did you? But a lot of tough standards in order to receive this award, and that's why I'm sure you're the only one in the Rockford region, and out of the many hundreds of hospitals, only one of 23 critical care teams statewide. The AACN goes on to say in their letter that the Beacon Award for Excellence recognizes caregivers in stellar critical care units whose consistent and systematic approach to evidence-based care optimizes patient outcomes. Critical care units that receive this national recognition serve as role models to others on their journey to excellence of patient and family care. So let's give these people a big round of applause. And I think what's neat is that we're able to recognize our critical care nurses today, March 19th. Anybody besides nurses, that includes you, anybody who has an RN can answer this, and Barb can't answer it. Anybody know what today is nationally? You can't answer it, you're in HR. So HR can't, Barb can't, and any nurses. What is today? Anybody know what today is? How about these guys in the back who thinks he was a TV star? Sean, well, you would know too.
Sure, I'll say, Certified Nurses Day for 1,000.
There you go. There you go. Certified Nurses Day across the United States, and it's really a day when health systems and other care providers try to take a day out to really acknowledge and recognize the giving and the loving and the care that nurses provide to their patients. And really the time that I've been in healthcare, 45 years, I can tell you what I find interesting is there's been a major advancement from the Florence Nightingale concept of caring and loving, which is still very important, hand-holding, to really bring in a lot more, you might say, the science. But I still think you need to blend the science and that evidence-based care and the specialization with with really what speaks to patients, right? So you may have all the credentials in the world, and your peers may think you're the greatest critical care nurse, according to all of the specialization and the various evidence-based standards. But if your patients don't think it, then you're not. And what makes the patients think you're a great nurse is when they can tell you care about them. And you communicate that in just the way that you look at them, your tone of voice, your interaction with them. So that's what patients receive. They don't understand all the science and specialization. They understand the human-to-human touch. And so I encourage all of you to make sure that we continue as we advance in the science of nursing, that we maintain that concept of personal caring and that personal touch. So this year, we have a lot to celebrate at Mercy with this exemplary accomplishment. But, you know, I also want to say that I don't know really of a more dedicated group. I mean, hospital nursing today, adult critical care, it's not an easy job, right? It really isn't. There's a lot of people that shine away from it. Obviously, people have to be very sick to be in the hospital today, not to speak of being in the critical care unit. And to me, it takes a special kind of person to want to get up every day or through the nights and take care of those people who are really sometimes hanging on between life and death. And the doctors do great things, they go and do their, miraculous surgery cutting, or they may do their great procedure, but who's there the rest of the day and through the night and really sees that patient family through? It's you guys. So again, I just really want to congratulate all of you on being recognized by all your peers on a national level for this degree of excellence. And I think someone who can probably speak even more personally to it is a certified nurse herself. And Doreen Tim, is a certified nurse, pediatric educator for the last 17 years, worked her way up. Doreen is been at what was Rockford Memorial and now Mercyhealth for the last 47 years. Is that right? And so, but through the time frame, she's really she's worked her way up to be our chief nurse of our hospital, both at Rockton and Riverside. And I think she had a thing or two to do with a perfect, smooth transition on January 5, being able to take one hospital and split it between two campuses. She'd given me only one order, and that was the weather, and so I delivered her 50 degrees and blue sky and sunshine on January 5, which made her job quite easy. But I took care of the weather, and so I left the easy stuff to her. And so, why don't you come up, Doreen, and tell us what this award means from your perspective?
Good afternoon, everybody. As Mr. Bay stated, I started with the health system as the pediatric educator. A couple of years later, I graduated with my master's degree and became a certified pediatric clinical nurse specialist. This commitment to this specialty requires advanced education, training, and testing. But I knew early on that certification was always going to be part of my journey, my professional journey. Board certification of nursing, it plays an increasingly important role in assuring our high standards of care for our patients and their families. The knowledge-intensive requirements of modern-day nursing demands extensive education as well as a strong personal commitment to excellence by nursing. I chose Mercyhealth because I wanted to work in a facility that encouraged that and challenged me to be at my best every day for every patient. And that's the environment that Mercyhealth offers us to work in. As a state-of-the-art specialty tertiary referral center serving the greater Rockford region, we do offer services in numerous specific specialties that we have the opportunity to get that extra education in neonatal intensive care, adult intensive care today, OB, lactation, palliative, emergency trauma, and the list can go on and on. Here at Mercyhealth, we do offer certification prep classes, a very supportive environment for those nurses who do want to go in to get their advanced specialty certifications. And we are extremely proud, nursing leadership is extremely proud of each and every certified nurse across our Mercyhealth system. We especially celebrate today on Certified Nurses Day, the Mercyhealth Adult Critical Care Nursing Team for achieving their second consecutive Silver Level Beacon Award for Excellence. This is a very great honor for all 52 of the registered nurses in critical care. Your commitment to quality, continued education, and evidence-based practice is exemplary. I would like to welcome you guys all to the stage, please.
Thank you, Doreen. I'd like to, once they all get up here, all these fine nurses, critical care nurses. So, we've got one of you is Rachel Munson. There you go, it's a smiley face. So it's my pleasure to introduce Rachel Munson, who's obviously one of our critical care nurses receiving this award. And Rachel has been gracious enough to share with us what this means to her. Thank you, Rachel.
Thanks.
Thank you, Mr. Bay, and everyone here for coming out to support and celebrate our unit's achievement. This award is special to our adult critical care team because it reflects our hard work and the dedication to our profession. The journey to this point has been rewarding. This is the second time we have been honored with the award. Like you had previously said, we're one of only 23 units in Illinois to hold the Beacon Award and the only one in the Rockford region. I'm so proud of all of my coworkers for all of the hard work that they put in to make this award happen. I was asked to share what the Beacon Award means to me, and honestly, I had a hard time coming up with the words to explain it. So I turned to Webster's Dictionary, where you'll find the definition of a beacon. It's a fire or light set up in a high or prominent position as a warning, signal, or celebration, a signal for guidance, and a source of light or inspiration. And nurses are just that, a source of inspiration for each other, our hospital, and the patients we serve. I was inspired to become a nurse because of another nurse, my mother. She has actually been with this health system for 20 years. And learning from her example, I knew I wanted to serve others and make a difference too. So I started with Mercyhealth in 2012 as a student nurse intern, and I discovered early on my passion was for critical care nursing. Making lives better in this unit is only accomplished together as a team. This second consecutive Beacon Award confirms to me that I work with the best of the best in critical care nursing and that we provide the best care to our patients. And that Mercyhealth is a place to be for nurses who want to step into an exciting career with many rewards. We continually strive for excellence within our unit and look forward to being a Beacon Award winning unit for a long time to come. Thank you.
Well, thank you, Rachel, and thank all of you for your dedication and your service, especially to our sickest of the sick, the critical care patients. And I think on this Certified Nurses Day, I think these folks here really are representing all of our nurses in our system with exemplary practice and caregiving. And I just want to thank all of you. And let's give them another big round of applause. We're going to take a photo. We're going to have a photo up here, but we also have a cake and where we can kind of personally congratulate our critical care nurses who really stand out here in the Rockford region. Obviously, it's a perfect example for what our passion is, and that's making lives better each and every day. Thank you. Pardon me. Oh, we got to present our Beacon Award. Where's that at?
Left knee.
Oh, here we go. Left knee. Wow. Thank you. Okay, so here it says the AACN Beacon Award for Excellence, Adult Critical Care, Mercyhealth, Javon Bay Hospital, Rockville, Illinois for 2019 to 2022, the Silver Award from the American Association of Critical Care Nurses. Wow, that's really beautiful. So you're going to hang this on the wall, or when do you get to take it home? You're going to take it home? Great, well, let's get a photo if we can.